Right, so I'm starting to invest in some plants for next season, and I picked up another 4 Trachycarpus Fortunei, and they were in pots, and when I took them out of the pots they were completely root bound. The last inch of the pots there was no soil, there was nothing there, it was just white healthy roots, which you can see by the colour of the leaves. They're almost starting to turn from green to yellow. So I've potted them up into this new rich compost. It's the composted farmyard manure, and I've put 2 side by side in here, but there's layers of compost between each one, so there's 2 on that one. Picked up another 2 large pampas taiwaniana. They're going to be the large pampas. And here's the other 2 Trachycarpus Fortunei, and these are multi-stem, which I'd never seen before, never seen them online in the videos and such. So I didn't think there was going to be any left in the garden centre, and because I'd bought, what was it, 4 which I have in the ground earlier in the summer, and they've obviously their roots are going to develop. They have developed, I'd say, over the summer and autumn, so they should be strong enough for the winter, but I'll keep an eye on them. Trachycarpus Fortunei are fairly bulletproof in the Irish weather. So the thing that I'm just pointing out that's after attracting me to it is the colour. They're real bleached, kind of a yellow colour. But if I show you the ones that are in the ground, they're multi-stems as well. Look at the colour, much darker, and now they're starting to divide. The leaflets, or the palms, are starting to develop down here. Multi-stems. So, and these are out of the same batch as far as I understand, because they're out of the same garden centre. So if they're sitting in pots too long, they're probably malnourished. They were probably getting water, but they were malnourished. But the ones here on the ground are lovely dark green. There's another Trachycarpus here, Fortunei. Trachycarpus Fortunei. See, this still hasn't divided. Some are in the middle of dividing, and here's one here that's nearly divided up there completely. So the ones in the ground are obviously getting the nourishment, nutrients that it requires to develop its root system, and that's all you're looking for initially when you put in your palms and such, grasses, anything, is you want the root system to get in there as quickly as possible to make it strong over the winter. That's the Hedychium coronarium with the link to the leaves. The smell of this plant is phenomenal. I think we can just see, oh look, it's attracting the ants. My place is crawling with ants, red ants, which could be a really good thing. I used to think they're a nuisance in the vegetable garden when I had all the vegetables here. But I think they're good because they're gonna feed on the bugs, probably, that you don't want. So there's more Trachycarpus multi-stems potted up for next spring. I hope they continue to develop now at the moment, over the next few months, because I will be putting trachys all around this circular garden here. Sables are still out. I haven't put them in the tunnel. They should be tough enough to stay out. Something I noticed with the sable palmetto is when they mature, this is going to be a long time down the road if they survive here and they settle in, is that the last quarter of the palm leaflets, they droop over. They have a drooping effect, which would be nice to be different. That's the Washingtonia. Yeah, I'm not going to chance leaving that outside. I could have, if I had have known what I was going to do with the winter protection this year. I could have set it up like that, but I might actually bring this up near the house and put it into a raised bed or into a pot. See how I get on. Another plant that I picked up. So here's a collection of plants that didn't work out. Some of the Arundodonnax, some Yucca rostrata, sapphire skies. This is the new arrival, Yucca rigida, and it's got a real intense blue colour to it. And compared to Yucca rostrata, I suppose the spears they're broad, much broader. That's the new Princeps palm back there. Where's that other plant that I wanted to show you? Yeah, here. I picked this up in Carlo Arboretum, and these plants are in excellent condition, fine fettle, and I thought this was too good to pass up on. You will actually, if you're looking to get the schefflera taiwaniana, Johnstown Garden Centre in Kildare have them in, and also where I got this one was Carlo Arboretum in County Carlow. Let me put this down somewhere so you can get a better look at it. And this is it's obviously really healthy. It's what, €24.95, and it's so probably over 2 feet tall, over a foot wide, and it's look at those strong stems. And I think they had about 10 of these plants, pretty much identical in quality and size. So if you're looking for them, Carlo Arboretum has these, but they also have them up in Johnstown Garden Centre in Kildare. Two great garden centres. There's some great garden centres in Ireland now. Where in Waterford as well, you can get the specialist bamboos, grasses and palms, and you can get big palms. You can get big Trachycarpus Fortunei in Orchardstown Garden Centre, just on the edge of the town in Waterford. So this is what size here. Huge big leaves, super healthy, no protection in winter. Dug in was a compost manure, lots of gravel, dug around into the hole, does plenty of drainage, but it still likes to be moist, but it doesn't want to be sitting in water. And we're coming into the end of October and we've still got growth points here. Absolutely fantastic. Definitely, if you're getting into jungle or tropical garden, get a few of these. They're super. And alongside it, Fatsia polycarpa green fingers, another excellent Fatsia plant. I think the Fatsia polycarpa greenfingers they don't like as much shade, darkness that the normal Fatsias can grow in and thrive in. They like a little more sunlight. We've been getting dapple shade off this Canadian maple here and the birch. But look at the leaves. Like, look at the length and the width. And there's no feeding, you just water them during the summer. Feed your soil, get your manure, get your compost, your mulches into your ground, and that's a slow, steady feed, and they'll thrive on it. So there's just some of the plants that I've picked up for next season. So they're going to be grasses and Trachycarpus Fortunei into the field. This is the Fatsia polycarpa greenfingers that wasn't doing well. Up around the patio, I think it was too dark where it was. Didn't develop at all. So I'm probably going to put it into this bed, and on one corner, and in the other corner I'm going to put this in. Schefflera taiwaniana. You can't go wrong with this schefflera taiwaniana. There's a lot of different varieties out there, but this one seems really hardy, and I think it's going to look great probably off one of the corners here or here, with the blue, yellow, black bamboos at the back, a couple of pines in the middle, especially the Bhutan pine. Really long, the needles get super long. These are only small little babies. Need topsoil. Right, so some plans for the dry bed. I have the yuccas, and I'm hoping to get another agave to fill into these planting areas. Still have to get the builder's gravel, but what I'm going to be putting along the back wall here, and it's something that I haven't really looked into recently, but I'm going to be looking at the shamraps or camraps, and I'm going to be, fingers crossed, putting in 3 varieties of these palms, which like it dry and sunny, direct sun. They like good drainage, so they're going to be spaced out, one here, here and here, plenty of space. Slow, very 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 slow growing palms, the European palms, or North Africa as well. That shrub might be coming out. I don't know, we'll see, find a place. I think it's going to look out of place with the palm. Never know, we'll see what happens. But anyway, that's the plans that are coming up. The shamraps are going to be put in against this back wall. Hopefully the back wall these stones can retain heat during the summer and the spring, and maybe you can redirect it back towards the plants. I don't know, but this is the sunny aspect. They're going to be in a position here. So I've taken out another branch that was coming out the way off the pine, and there was a dead branch here off this silver birch coming out the way. So just to clear overhead and around it to allow as much light as possible in. So palms, agave and yuccas. Something I was thinking about with the dry bed as well. I'm not too sure if I'm getting the best out of these phormiums. Both of them are phormium blackadder. Although they look healthy, they're growing. I was thinking of moving them into a sunnier position. They could be nice in a sunnier spot, maybe in here. And actually where this shrub here is, the green, I think it could be nice because the contrast is going to directly contrast with the greens and the different colours, the blues of the yuccas. So I might put the phormium in here, in this corner here, let it fill out the space. From what I can tell, it prefers a much sunnier site. So there could be lots of changes anyway.